get off my lawn.
Greetings, viewers! Now that I here bringing you some of my Foxy thoughts about the 2026 Muppet Show special. For years, Disney has tried to recapture the magic of the original Muppet Show, and I think we all remember what a flop Muppet Snap was. While the 2015 series wasn't really well received when it was running, it's since received a fan following, and the Haunted Mansion special and Muppets Mayhem, which focused mainly on the Electric Mayhem, got a pretty decent reception. However, what fans really wanted was for the Muppets to return to their roots and do their old variety show, and on February 4th, they got their wish with this special, which is also meant to be a celebration of the show's 50th anniversary. It's also a not-so-subtle backdoor pilot, hoping to become a full series. Having watched Saber Sparks' hour-long retrospective on the IP, I can agree that doing a vaudeville show in the 2020s would be dated, but vaudeville was already dated back in 1976. Plus, I don't think the Muppets have actually cared about relevancy, they cared about being entertaining. One could argue that relevancy became an issue for them because they were struggling to connect with later generations, but as we saw with the Muppets Wizard of Oz, trying to be trendy didn't really work out for them, did it? This special was produced by Seth Rogen, with Sabrina Carpenter as the guest star, and aired on ABC while it was also streaming on Disney+. I don't have a Disney Plus account, and I don't want to make one considering that Disney is choosing to indulge in AI slop. So I watched it on ABC with my dad. Given the lighting and sets like the backstage, this show was very pleasing to the eye, being just as colorful as the 2015 series was drab. A lot of characters who haven't been seen in years were also rebuilt, like George the janitor, who was in charge of wardrobe, and Miss Mousy. The special also brings back Boppity and Gloat, who haven't really been involved with the main Muppet cast since the bygone 5th season of the original show. True, none of these characters get a major role in the show. I got such a rush of joy when I saw them in the opening theme. Only redesign I'm not a fan of is the one for the cat Gaffer, since it looks too exaggerated and cartoony in comparison to the original puppet that resembled an actual cat. Oh yeah, remember when I said in my Haunted Mansion video that Kirk Thatcher had wanted being invited to be a part of that special? Well, here he is, rebuilt, now performed by Bradley Freeman Jr., who also does Rizzo. Yay, Rizzo gets to speak again! I'd honestly love for this show to become a full series, simply because it just feels like a waste to rebuild or take these characters out of storage just to use them for this one event. But hey, if the show doesn't get picked up, maybe they can appear in other Muppet projects. I mainly like every musical number here, from the chaos of Sarah Carpenter manhandling Rowdy Frackles in the bar, tender duet between Sabrina and Kermit in a swamp that's hijacked by Piggy. Heck, my dad couldn't help but chuckle. A crocodile popped up to sing backup. Personally, I would have thought I'd hate Rizzo's number, especially since he had a pigeon playing techno keyboard, but I honestly really enjoyed it. It doesn't feel like it's trying to appeal to a modern audience, it's just the performers having fun. It kinda feels like something you'd see in Muppets Tonight, but I don't count that as a negative. Now, when it comes to the humor, it's something that the Muppets do well when they have material that is written by people who actually get the characters. Kelly Younger, who wrote Muppets Haunted Mansion, and Andrew Williams was an executive producer and wrote material for the Muppets Take the Role live shows, which audiences loved. And oh yeah, Matt Vogel and Eric Jacobson were also producers for this special. So yeah, these are people who know what they're doing. My dad loved the Pigs and Wheaties sketch, having a good check out of the banter between Piggy and Pepe, who I thought was going to be completely obnoxious and completely chew the scenery, but no, he's just as confused as she is as to why he's in this sketch. The only bits that didn't work for me were the ones with Maya Rudolph, since I didn't really get the joke they were going for with her, and the trailers slash teasers kinda spoiled the joke for this installment of Muppet Labs was gonna be that Beaker lost his eyes. Yeah, Beaker's suffering is funny when you don't see it coming. Otherwise, yeah, the humor was completely fine. Other examples of humor are pretty much what I discussed in the musical number bit. Characters getting abused and thrown around, things just evolving into chaos during said musical numbers, Piggy forcing herself into the spotlight. All of this is completely within the spirit of the Muppets. In case some of you out there think that Sabrina saying she enjoys a good kink is part of Seth Rogen's humor and it somehow soils the Muppets, the original show had innuendo too. And in case you don't believe me,
there's nothing like a tennis game!
And a pig's eye, it isn't.
Is that the kind of slam at me?
The ball is in your court, Harvey. The score is Pig 5, guess nothing.
Well, it's the first time that pig scored in her life.
before the special theme came out, I saw someone saying in a video, I think someone say that the special was going to be bad because Seth Rogen was involved. As some man I heard repeated in another video called Seth Rogen's Muppet Trash. I get why Seth Rogen isn't that liked, but he barely plays a part in this special, and there are jokes at his expense. Again, this was done by people who clearly get and enjoy the Muppets, which is why it's currently doing so well. The only serious gripe I personally have is that Walter isn't anywhere here. Really? I couldn't have him just be one of the acts, waiting backstage to go on, because Scooter doesn't get manager talk and overbooked the show. I had to bring back a character from Muppets Tonight who no one knows. I'm not even that big Walter fan, but hashtag justice for Walter. Aside from that, me and my dad enjoyed it, and I hope Disney realizes just how much people love this IP and make it a full series. This is not how I saying thanks for letting me share my thoughts. Please share yours with me.
What the hell was that all about?